everybody. Normally I like to keep these videos upbeat, exciting, but here's the reality. In this hobby, breeding ball pythons, or breeding any reptiles, I'd imagine, or breeding anything in general, or anything in life, really, highs, in order for there to be highs, there has to be lows. So we've had back-to-back things happen this week that aren't ideal when it comes to breeding ball pythons. The first one I'm going to walk you through now. I'm posting a full video on our Patreon about kind of step-by-step what I did and what ended up happening and so forth and so on. But I'll give you the gist of it. Long story short, guys, you guys know that I've been pairing my Pompeii het to a couple keyhole clowns. You know, I like keyhole clown. I believe it could be something. All right, here's one of our keyhole girls right here, right? Kind of the dorsal's broken up there. You guys know what they look like, including this girl right here. All right, that's a keyhole leopard that also has been going to our Pompeii boy. And the other girl that has been getting locks for our Pompeii is this girl right here, our keyhole clown number 3. And as you can see, it is empty. She passed away on us, guys. So what happened, essentially late last week, I noticed she was, I'm making this video so everyone kind of can tell this story, okay? Late last week, Thursday-ish, I believe, Thursday night, I noticed she looked like she was going to lay. She was due to lay that Friday, and she kind of looked very swollen at the end. So, at the end of her body. I let her kind of sit. I waited until that night. I noticed, you can see the eggs literally turning sideways, meaning there was some sort of obstruction. So, essentially what I did do is I lubricated my pinky, I lubricated a probe, ended up getting that first egg out, which actually is some good news, which I'll show you in a second. Got that first egg out. And then I was like, let me let her sit. Let me see if she's going to lay the rest on her own. Maybe that first egg was the obstruction. I let her sit for another day or so, and the following day, I got the second egg out. The same way, unobtrusive, nice and easy, and I let her sit. Maybe that was the one that was obstructing it. Ultimately, her belly started to turn a little red, and I let her sit for another day to see if she would lay them, and then I noticed her belly was actually turning green, okay? Some sort of rot going on in there. She didn't have any scale rot beforehand. She didn't have anything like that going on. Obviously, there was some sort of blockage, something was going wrong. I elected to get the rest of those eggs out, which I did. All the eggs went bad, guys, which kind of happens. My understanding is that when these female ball pythons do lay eggs, they actually put some sort of coating over them that hardens the egg up, protects from bacteria, etc. So I actually did get 6 eggs out of her, 5 eggs out of her. Fortunately, guys, that first egg that I did get out of her actually is doing well. I don't know if maybe her hormones or whatever the case may be put like that coating on it, but we did get one. That first egg I got out of her that first night does look very good. As you can see over there, right there, we're going to get that egg to go. But that actually stinks. I took the other eggs out just now. The other ones rotted away, guys. Once I saw that she had some sort of infection or bacterial infection or something was rotting, something wasn't right, I soaked her in betadine, and I let her sit overnight, put her on a paper towel. She was doing fine. I looked like she was going to bounce back, and ultimately she ended up passing away, guys, okay? There's different ways to go about a girl that's egg-bound. Some people will stick a needle in and then suck the juice out of the eggs. I like to go this route. I think something was wrong to begin with. It's the first time she ever laid a clutch for us. I think something was wrong to begin with. I think it was kind of doomed from the start. Did I wait too long? Maybe. Was there anything else I could have did? Maybe. We don't know. But it's a learning experience for all of us. If you want to check out that full footage, warning, it's a little weird. It is available on our Patreon. That's one thing I've always strived myself to be, is completely, totally open and transparent. So, other than that, everything's going on pretty good here. I have one more piece of bad news I'll get to in a second. Everything's going pretty good over here, guys. Still cranking, still moving. We actually had some good locks today, which I'm very excited about. He's in a different tub now, but this male right here is our Super Orange Dream Leopard DG Pied and with a pastel clown pied. He actually locked with this girl. If you saw our Instagram, pretty happy with this lock right here. That's a Super OD Yellow Belly Enchi Hypo Pied. Very excited about that right there, right, guys? Then, of course, over here we have some new pairings. We have that Stranger Holdback, our High OD Yellow Belly Fire Stranger, and with a Batman. And we also have this clutch right here, or this pairing right here, which could be very, very good for us, guys. That's a Pastel Stranger Clown. Pos Het Hypo. We got to get her tested, to be honest with you. From Anthony of Reptile Creation. That's our Pastel ODYB Fire Enchi DG Hypo Het Clown. So that could be an interesting pairing right there for us, guys. We are getting that second part of our season off and running. including utilizing our yellow belly paint boy in a few other clutches. Like right here, I have him in right now. It's a yellow belly paint. I have him in with our OD Fire Vanilla Clown, right? Make some nice double hats with a few codoms in there. We'll probably be utilizing this girl next door with him also, okay? Super Fire Pos OD Clown. All right, and we are pairing some other snakes, so we'll just go through, like I said. But ultimately, guys, that girl did pass away, like I said. I hate it. I hate it. Even the Patreon video, I spoke about it. Realistically, guys, breeder clown female now, how much is that? Maybe you're going to get $800-900. It's not worth a lot of money. That clutch actually is worth a lot more money than she is. But that wasn't what it was about, right? I really wanted to save that animal's life. Obviously, in the beginning of this reptile breeding journey, you guys have experienced lots of highs and lows with me, but I always share everything with you. So I couldn't not make a video talking about that. All right? But that is the low of this hobby. Shit does happen. Shit goes wrong. Same thing with females in our own species, right? Sometimes people give birth. Sometimes there's issues, there's complications. It happens. I elected to go that route, get them out on my own, and it worked out not that great, okay? It's really that simple. One of my buddies, too, here in Long Island, actually had a girl that had one egg stuck also. I went over and I got that egg out of that female, too, and she's doing fine. So I think this girl's kind of doomed from the get-go. It really sucks. It's actually sad to me because, again, we're putting all these animals through a lot of stress and stuff. So what else went wrong this week? All right, guys, so back to what I was talking about our paint stuff. You guys know I like paint. I went heavy on paint. Right, we got the OD Cinnamon het paint. Got the het paint here. 2 OD het paints. We got some double het clown paints growing up over there. You know, we've been pairing him with our Killer Leopard Clown Pied female right here, which I hope she goes from him. That would be beautiful. We're actually getting a clutch from him with this girl. Probably drop another 2 weeks. It's a pastel clown het hypo. Obviously, everything tests for het hypo. Has some triple hets going. But more importantly, guys, this is our first paint clutch. It's a Cinnamon Leopard het paint bred to our yellow belly paint boy. First time mom. She's sitting on eggs, guys. And unfortunately, guys, there you go. 8 eggs, 6 slugs, and 2 good eggs, guys. So that's what we're doing today. I'm going to pull that clutch quick and take a look at it. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put it in the same container I have over here. The same egg box I have set up with that one Pompeii egg. Because they're about Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. About 6 days apart. And I'll make one card and I'll write that down. But, you know, expecting to get some nice visual paints this season. We might still get 1 or 2, right? You only need 1 egg, but that's the name of the game, right, guys? We get 1 paint clutch, and it pretty much slugged out on us the same week that we have a girl that's egg-bound. She passes away on us, all right? This hobby is amazing. I love it as a hobby, as an interest, as a business, as investments. I love it across the board, but don't get it twisted. Sometimes shit goes wrong, guys. So this was a rough week here. It was not an easy week. Actually, 2 out of our special pied clutch. One of this, we hit 3 special pieds. One of the, actually I'll show them to you. The one special pied that actually passed away. It was born like without muscles in its lower jaw, guys. So it was actually 3 things that happened this week, man. It was female got egg bound, she passes away. We slug out a paint clutch, and then one of our hatchlings dies. All right, it definitely happens. All right, this is that clutch. He was born with almost no bottom jaw, but here's the 2 males that we did hatch out. Some nice special paint stuff. Special pied, really cool looking. He'll be available. That's a male. And then we have this one right here. I was kind of hoping this was gonna be a female. This one's even cooler to me. But this guy will be available also another male. So in other words, a couple of other nice pied. He's another female. Looks like OD Leopard pied. And then right here, probably another OD pied, I would say. OD pied, OD Leopard pied. Yeah, we're doing pretty good in the OD. That's not bad. But yeah, guys, so not a good week here at Blue Eye Morphs. Let me pull that clutch. And let's actually hope together that those 2 eggs are actually viable eggs. We can complete slug out. Stand by. Maybe a little bit of good news, or we'll just continue that shit show week, and I'll get drunk and go in the pool. Stand by. All right, guys. So there's our slugs. 6 beautiful slugs. And there's actually the egg there listed, Pompeii. Let's take a look. Very, very weak veins in that one, and that one actually has decent veins. Kind of see them there, not showing up. So weak veins, embryo's right there, guys. Then right here, the okay veins, and the embryo's right there. All right, so it looks like we should, out of all this chaos and issues of this week, you know, a special pied animal dying pretty much right out of the egg, born without part of his lower jaw, just some sort of, you know, issue in the incubation process. Female getting egg bound. she almost passes away. So she passes away. Lose that female. Try to save her. And then also our first paint clutch is on the ground. And we pretty much slug out 8 eggs. Only good thing is that does mean that girl should be laying 8 to 10 eggs per season, right? Or 6 to 8 eggs per season. That's a good thing. She's a first-time mom. She's about 2 years old. All right, but the good news is, guys, we did get 1 Pompeii egg out of that clutch. I think it's going to go term. I'm pretty happy about that. It only takes 1, guys. Maybe that's our keyhole Pompeii right there, guys. We'll see what happens. And then we did get 2 paint clutches right there, guys. 2 paint eggs right there. It only takes 1 egg to hit a nice keyhole Pompeii, guys. And also, it only takes 1 egg to hit our first visual paint. So hopefully, those are 2 nice cinnamon yellow belly leopard paints that we got. Going to incubate them, guys. So we're going to throw them in the incubator. The show goes on, guys. Bad things happen in this hobby, guys. You can't control everything. All right, so if something like this happens to you, man, solid bad week, you got to keep going. It's just that simple, all right? It's part of the process. It sucks. We don't want it to happen, but just know you're not alone with shit like this if you're breeding, all right? I'm sure a lot of the big guys that have channels, same shit happens to them. They may just not choose to talk about it, okay? I will always tell you guys the truth and always show you guys the truth. So head over to our Patreon if you want to see that full video on the egg-bound girl. It's not a great video, guys, not going to lie to you, but at least now we'll have some sort of experience in handling that situation, okay? So, all in all, guys, later this week on Saturday, that video will be cutting our first Wookiee clutch. Wookiee Leopard Clown, bred to a Spot-Nose Fire Russo Clown. Hopefully, get some banger odds, and it makes up for the shit show we just had this week. That's all I got, guys. I appreciate you guys watching 85 Degrees. I'm going to go drink, go in the pool. Yeah. Diesel, anything? What's happening, boy? All right. Guys, be safe. Watch the 6.